What is happening, everyone? Just a little bit of a market outlook coming into this week. So in terms of higher time frame, I'll start with GU. We're not going to know higher time frame until it kind of decides what the go is. So we have had a major inducement. So we took a daily high over to the week, over to the left, sorry. Basically, with that, we're going to find out what the market's ready to do. So I have a reverse time type outlook that needs to happen. I need a major inducement and then a medium take of liquidity, which we've had. So jumping straight down to the lower time frames, this will basically indicate if we're going to reverse from here or continue. So the start of the week will tell us if we get something like this and we just continue bullish, which means we'll just continue for buys. But there is a chance that we could basically get a reversal type outlook and kind of look to come to points such as here or feel some of this imbalance from the recent news last Monday. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. But for today, 15-minute, like we won't know on the 4-hour, the hourly until we get basically another low printed. So if we print another low, I'm happy to sell. In terms of today, we're working in this range here. From this high to this low, that's my 15-minute range. It's not enough for me to sell within yet, and I need another leg like I explained. So until then, I'm just going to buy. So this point here, which is where I sold at the end of last week, there'll be a case study up this week for that one. In terms of where that is, I'm treating this as a trapper's point at the moment, a seller's trap. Reason being is this low hasn't created another leg, and we've actually induced really good external liquidity, broken to the upside and retested that range. So I'm working internally in the external range here. So external there, internal there. In terms of just simply looking at the market, it makes sense to basically print another high, and that's what I'm kind of looking at. So all I'm looking for coming into today is just GU to push down low, induce some of that liquidity, and continue with a buying entry model here. So very straightforward and simple. In terms of if that doesn't happen and price wants to continue to push itself up, I don't mind the inducement of this high to then sell to buy or even sell to continue lower. But the higher we come up in this range, the least likely it is that we're going to continue to sell. So either we just fall off this way, and I'm quite happy not to catch this sell, and we get that. Maybe even try and get a little bit of a continuation entry towards the sell here, but more or less the higher probable area to enter for a buy is basically just waiting for this to return to demand here and look to buy up from there. It'll take out the buyers in here as there's a valid demand, build that liquidity to the upside, and then we can come target to the upside here. So quite a nice little outlook on GU. Hopefully, I would rather us sell because then we can work with both sides of the market coming into this week, especially being the start of July tomorrow. So that'll create that nice range for us there. Now, EU for today, don't actually have much to work with. So what I'll do actually, all my drawings are on the other screen. I'll jump on EU here. We're at the high of a weekly high, of a daily high, of a 4-hour high. We have induced this liquidity to the upside, but we've pushed that far past it that I don't think we're using that liquidity. Straight down to the 15-minute, we're just sideways, and we're respecting bullish structure at the moment. So until we get seller structure, I'm not really interested. This is an area of supply, so we basically need to find out as soon as possible what the go is with this. So we've got low, high, good retracement, inducement here, really good bullish structure to the upside, breaking structure here. So we're working basically in this range here out of this demand. The reason I've got this marked out as a buyer's trap is it is Asian low, and I don't, given what GU is doing in the divergence, I don't think this will hold. So ideally what I want to see is basically coming into open today, sell off, use this point to bounce back up and get something like that, or price will just push up, or price will use this point just like on GU to push. So EU coming into the week, really tough spot to read, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'll send through my charts as the week goes on in the Telegram. Every trade this half of the year will be documented. I will record a case study for every single one, so it'll be on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube Shorts. All of them will be up there. So drop a comment for educational content in terms of things you would like to see. I'll do a video also on my indicator for Asia session, London session, New York session, so you guys can see that too. But apart from that, let's have a good week. Like any questions in regards to the week outlook, drop them in the comments as well. And let's have a good week and a good start to the second half of this year.